Twitch streamers beware because there are always bad actors on the platform and they can really harm you as a streamer. So here we have this post by Inanna Bell, who goes by Inanna Bell VT, and I hope I'm saying their name right. I am horrendous at pronouncing names. They wrote, I got 13 PayPal donation chargebacks. On Tuesday, a new viewer appeared and actively chatted for 2 hours, during which they donated $50 12 times and $100 one time, totaling $700. Be careful if you see Twitch user The Swoot in your chat because yesterday they refunded all 13 transactions and it might be saddled with more than $250 in chargeback fees if the dispute goes their way. Please share to warn others, especially ASM artists. One of my amazing mods warned me right after the stream that the donations were suspicious since this person was new to my channel and donated all of that before even following, so I wasn't blindsided. I also submitted the entirety of the person's chat logs and clipped every instance of their donations as evidence. Deliberate intention, knowing and willing. And this is very, very important to note as well, because sometimes people will file chargebacks being like, I didn't know this transaction happened. So having all of these chat logs is really smart from Inanna, because then they can go to PayPal and be like, yeah, well, if this guy said that he didn't know this was happening, they definitely did know because there's like 20,000 chat messages. So here we have Inanna's panels where under rules it says, by donating, you agree to not charge back or refund any donations made and acknowledge that you are the rightful owner of the donated funds. There are no physical products or services being rendered or exchanged. Please understand that donations are non-refundable, so please only donate if you are 1000% sure and take care of yourself first. Under community perks, please prioritize your well-being before subbing. I will be upset spaghetti if I find out you aren't taking care of yourselves. Also, these panels are like the cutest thing ever, by the way. So here are the chat logs between the Swoot and Inanna, where the Swoot says, hello, that scroll wheel sounds aggressive. The first time, how was your raid? I hope the raid was great. I thought I left my fridge open. So they just really just chatting and chat normally. I'm saying it's cute. And then, is it your birthday? You tell me. Answer this question for me, please. A lot of like random chat messages. And then, I don't do sub, sorry. I want you to get full monies, likely referring to the donation. And then a lot more chat messages. And then, it's your birthday. $650 is average rent, right? And then she's broken. We broke her, which is like really, really common terminology when people gift a lot of subs and then the streamer just kind of like shuts down because they're shocked at the amount. So it's like, oh, we broke the streamer. That's like common Twitch lingo and stuff like that. So this is probably right after they gifted. And then a lot more chat messages again. And then you can see Annabelle banned them at the end. And then Inanna continues, like doing this many transactions to charge them all back is clearly malicious. Remove PayPal as a payment option if you use Stream Elements tipping page to receive donations because it's $20 per chargeback. So as you can see, this is all 3 days ago, and this is in the Stream Elements activity feed, and you can see the Swoot tipped 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 100, 50, 50, 50. And again, another screenshot on November 13th, the Swoot with all of these PayPal transactions. They charge back every single one. So this is a screenshot of the PayPal from Inanna Bell, where as you can see, it says pre-chargeback alert for all of these transactions. So Inanna continues, I also spoke with a PayPal support agent and PayPal will forward all the supporting documents to the person's bank where they issued the chargeback from. So I should just wait and check my email frequently to find out what the final decision is. And Horror Ray Soul writes, worked at a bank for 4 or 5 years. If the bank actually gets those docs, they're screwed. There's nothing more a fraud department likes more than to quickly end a dispute charge. Inanna says, OMG, that is so reassuring to hear. And Esme says, good luck, and Inanna says, thank you. And Inertia says, it's likely they use a stolen credit card and the person issuing the chargebacks has no idea who you are. Unfortunate for them, but not really your fault to deal with, nor should you be saddled with the fees. And Rice Pounder says, is there a way to report this user on Twitch? I hope you win the appeals on PayPal because you sure do have a lot of evidence. Plus, if you're already using Stream Elements Pay, there should be a disclaimer window warning donators that it's voluntary and non-refundable when submitted. And Inanna says, I stupidly had PayPal as a tipping option on Stream Elements, but if there is a way to report them, I would love to know. Goddess Desiree says, instead of PayPal, what would you recommend? And Inanna says, if you use Stream Elements, try using Stream Elements Pay. And with a screenshot of PayPal not connected and Stream Elements Pay being the best way to receive tips with credit cards and local payment methods, paying the lowest fees. So I personally am a big fan of like Stream Elements tipping, and I recommend it to streamers because they do have chargeback protection, which makes it much more helpful. So if you go over here for Stream Elements Pay, it writes Stream Elements Pay is a Stream Elements payment gateway, allowing you to accept tips from various payment methods without revealing any personal info to the tipper and withdraw them straight to your bank account while paying minimal fees. So as you can see, typically it's around 2.8% transaction value fee and then a fixed transaction fee of 28 cents. And then withdrawal fee of 50 cents USD/euros based on your currency. And chargeback fee, none with advanced protection. And as you can see with PayPal, it says down below, regular tip fees are 2.9% plus 30 cents USD on top of that. And Stream Elements Pay does not take a cut of the tips for PayPal. And there is a $20 chargeback fee for PayPal. PayPal. So as you can see, there is that big difference and zero chargeback with Stream Elements Pay. So you can just go to revenue and then go to tipping settings and then earn money from tips. Do not connect PayPal because then you have an option to go through PayPal. And then if they go through PayPal, they can still charge you back through PayPal, but you can go and connect with Stream Elements Pay. So I am so sad that this happened to Inanna because nobody deserves this, right? They're just minding their own business streaming. Somebody comes along, throws a whole bunch of money at them, and then charges it back the next day. And Inanna's just stuck with all of these stupid chargeback fees. Like, Inanna did nothing wrong. Okay, so I don't want y'all faulting the creator. I have known so many creators where this happened to. And I had a creator friend where somebody donated like thousands to them and charged all of it back. And they ended up like net negative a couple hundred because the transactions were like over time. And all of it got charged back and they got hit with that chargeback fee and it put them in debt. It was actually really bad. But after that, Inanna made a really helpful thread on November 16th, writing, "Thank you so much for everyone's kind words and help. To those who had questions about how to better protect yourself, here's a list of what I learned." Thread, why you shouldn't use PayPal for tips. 1. PayPal chargebacks mean you, the streamer, will need to pay the fee. If someone donates $50 10 times and refunds them all, which is basically what happened to Inanna, not only will you need to pay back the $500 they tipped, you also have to pay back the $200, $10, $20 fees to cover the chargeback fees. And this is a screenshot from the PayPal stuff, which is found on the Stream Elements page. I just showed you guys this as well. Inanna adds, don't use PayPal and don't enable it as an option on your Stream Elements tipping page. They offer something called SE Pay that lets people tip you using card and has much better chargeback protection. Some other options will be included in this thread. So as you can see, the same screenshot Inanna added. And then what I just showed you as well, with Stream Elements Pay, there is no chargeback fee. 3. Put a fat no chargeback/refunds message everywhere that somebody can tip you from. Panels, donor page, etc. Avoid using the word donation because it's only a charity item term legally. Use tip or contribution or payment instead. Clearly state that all tips are final and the correct amount. 4. Record evidence. Save the VOD and take screenshots of instances that the chargebacker donated. Include proof that they were engaging in chat if possible, especially if they comment about the donation. For example, I just paid your rent. Did you get my dono? Alternatives. Coffee and Throne. Add a digital item and label it $5 tip or whatever amount you choose. Were highly recommended in the comments of my original post. I have heard that Throne works great for streamers who do not have access to Stream Elements Pay. 6. Do not spend the money until the chargeback period is over. This is 6 months on PayPal. I always keep funds in my PayPal account out of caution. If you want to be extra careful, refund any donations you find suspicious first. This way you can avoid any chargeback fees to begin with. Some signs to look out for. A brand new viewer suddenly and randomly donating a lot. This could be a kid stealing their parents' card. Large number of donations. This is how they screw you with chargeback fees, like $25 donos. In my case, as you guys know, there were 13 transactions, so I'd have to pay $260 in chargeback fees. This is my biggest recommendation as well, especially if somebody donates a large sum of money. Obviously, I understand this comes with a place of privilege because you have to be in a position where you don't need the money. But if you are in that position, I do recommend it because you never know. People could charge back and you're going to be screwed. 7. Another option is to stick to Twitch or YouTube's monetization systems. If someone charges back bits or subs on Twitch or super chats on YouTube, these large companies would be the ones handling it and you would be protected from chargeback fees. Of course, these methods do take a cut from your share of the revenue. Thank you to all of the lovely people who shared for visibility and commented with helpful things. I'm sad that this has happened to so many people, so please send these suggestions to anyone you think might benefit from them. Have a great night, everyone. So I think to wrap that up, that is an extremely helpful thread from Inanna as well. Chargebacks are definitely always scary, but I think Inanna was super smart with how they handled it, with all of the proof that they provided. So far, it doesn't seem like there's an update, but I really hope that the bank sides in their favor. I don't see why the bank wouldn't, but I've never worked in a bank, so not like 100% certain there. I am so sorry this happened to them though, because there's always weird people that go on Twitch, those bad actors, and either, again, like what Inanna said, it's a kid that stole their mom's credit card, or 2, it's somebody who's lonely and they really want attention from their favorite streamer, so they'll donate big sums of money to hear you say their name just to charge it back because they couldn't afford to do so. So at the end of the day, stay safe, protect yourselves, take precautions when it comes to donations, etc., so that you don't get screwed out of a lot of money. And I will also have Inanna linked down below if you want to check them out. I'll have their thread linked because I think it's really helpful, and go give it a read for yourself as well. So if you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribed. I also stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays at 6 p.m. PST. So I hope to catch you guys there or in another one of my videos. And also, I'll be going to Disney World, so by the time you see this video, I'll probably be in Disney World, so some of my videos that will be coming out might look a little bit different. But I hope you like it nonetheless. All right, see you guys.